Good morning, welcome to Motormouth. You know it is when you've got guests on the programme, because our friends from the Disney Club are here. You like to be smooth, polished, professional, and give them the impression that the show is sort of at least vaguely coherent. It's like collapsing around our ears at the moment, completely chaotic.
Sorry, can we do that again?
Yeah.
In the middle.
No problem. Welcome, John. Welcome,
Good morning,
Andrew.
yes, welcome.
Welcome, Paul.
Thank you.
Fresh from your performance on Children in Need,
Yes.
young lady, last night.
She was
brilliant.
We saw you there with Bruno Brooks and all the team. And Children in
Great
Need, if
fun.
you contributed last night, thank you very much indeed. You contributed to a running total so far of over 17 million.
Oh, excellent, well done. Yes.
Thank you very much indeed. Well done.
Yes.
If you've got a calculator, by the way, have a calculator ready as well, because later on in the programme you will see some mental arithmetic that will amaze and astound you.
Woo.
As will Mr. Steve Johnson.
Thank you. Stop, Julian, can I have your autograph? Are you better? Are you well?
Steve,
Are you
over there.
autograph?
Steve,
Okay, bye.
thank you very much. Julian, I do apologise for Steve. What are you going to be doing on the show this morning?
We'll play the single for you, Help Yourself, which is off the album entitled Help Yourself.
Great, we look forward to that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and we'll see if we can sort out an autograph for Steve, eh?
I think we can do it.
All right, there we go,
manage.
Steve. You get an autograph.
Right, well, maybe it's time for these, because these are award-winning kids. They made an award-winning video, and Prince Edward was very amused. And he will be talking to them later. Neil, are you amusing?
I'm very amusing today, yeah. Now, we all know that animals migrate, but did you know there's an animal that has an eye that migrates from one side of its head to the other? It starts off looking like that, and it ends up looking like that. Right? All will be revealed a little later on when another star of Children in Need is with us, Terry Nuckins.
Yeah!
Yo, Terry.
He looked so bloodshot there, and if you're one of the few people who sent me a letter last week saying that I'd said 5:10 or 10:05 instead of 5:10 or whatever it was on the menu, I apologise. Maybe I'll get my figures right this week as we look forward to what's on between now and 11:25. At 9:40, that's 9:40, Bugs Bunny cartoon. Following that at 10 o'clock, parts 3 and 4 of the Samurai Pizza Cats. They're the cats that always land on their feet. Hopefully you were watching parts 1 and 2 last week. 10:10, I'm sure you were, I should hope so. 10:10, the remix of Killer by Seal. That's the brand new video. We'll show as much of that as we can, depending on whether the show's running to time or not. At 10:45, Martika joins us live in the studio to perform her current single, Martika's Kitchen, live over in the corner there. Then at 10:55 or 5 to 11 in Old Money, oh, what is it? Oh, Mousetrap.
It's product placement.
Yeah, it's Steve Johnson all over the place with Mousetrap. 11:20, award-winning videos. His Royal Highness Prince Edward presented the award to our 2 award winners. We'll talk to them later. And then at 11:25, Julian Lennon in the studio performing his current single live. Now, Steve Johnson doesn't move his lips.
Yes. If I put my hand up and did a bit of this, it wouldn't be very interesting, would it? So if I put that up and did a bit of that, that wouldn't be very interesting either, because I'm not very good at ventriloquism. They've written it out for me because I can't say the word. But I tell you somebody who's very good at it, and that is Dennis Patton. Dennis,
How do you do?
welcome to the programme.
Thanks for having me, Steve. Nice
Before
to
we
be here.
start, please tell us, what is ventriloquism?
Ventriloquism is a way of talking so that your voice appears to come from somewhere else.
So it's like throwing your voice, is it?
That's right, from here to here.
So when did it start?
Oh, a long while ago, thousands of years ago. What happened was, in the old days, the old priests used to control their flock by pretending to be able to converse with the wooden gods or the idols.
So the people were always worried of them, were they?
That's right. Oh, yes, they were in awe of them. Of
But
course.
since then, it's become what more entertaining, hasn't it? So,
And entertainment.
so where did the first dummies start? What were they
With
like?
the hand, believe it or not, with the
right.
hand. Oh, yeah. In fact, some of your viewers at home may like to try this out. You need some wool and a paper clip. And you fasten the paper clip around the centre of the wool so that it hangs over your hand like this.
Yeah.
Then you need a couple of sticky eyes. You can draw these on, but I'm just sticking them on for...
That's much easier, isn't it? It's quicker as well.
That's right. And then some lipstick, perhaps. Round here.
I think that's how Gabby does hers then in the morning, yeah?
And do you know, this is...
Very similar.
This is still used today.
Really?
Yeah, and when I was a lad, there was a ventriloquist called Senor Wences. He was a Spaniard, and he did a routine something like this. Is it time for your singing lesson? After me. La-do, 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 la-do. Is a good. Is a very good. I say is a good, and I say is a very good. Have a sweet.
Sounds like Gabby as well. That's very good, that. So, what, then it moved on to what, the dummies, did it?
Yes, yes.
So
the
where did they
wandering
start?
minstrels would
Yeah.
have a crude wooden dummy like this.
Yeah.
And do their shows in taverns and pubs. And then the taverns and pubs became music hall and variety. And they had dummies like this one on the end there. Where are we? There we are, this one.
Right.
This one.
And then how did it get onto these things, though, the big floppy things?
Yeah, it's because these characters, when television started, they looked too grotesque.
Oh, yeah,
so they
that's
had
right,
these
yeah.
more lovable characters.
Because they're much easier. Now, you've got your own particular dummy, haven't
Yes,
you?
I've got one.
Ventriloquist
That's right.
dummy, yeah.
Percy the Penguin is my speciality. Here he is. This is Percy. Say hello to the viewers.
Hello, viewers.
Right.
Hello there, Steve-O.
See?
Did you buy him?
No, I made this one.
Oh, right. Are they very expensive?
They are expensive. You can get someone to make about £600, but you've got to try and get someone to make one.
Yeah, that's a bit too expensive for me, I reckon. So, can you use anything instead of like a £600 dummy
Certainly.
to work on?
You can use a telephone. Look,
All
how
right,
about
cool.
this? See, all right?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that the exchange?
Yes, it is.
Could you get me Maidstone 2962?
2962. Hold the line, please.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. Is that the Motormouth Lunatic Asylum?
Yes.
Have you got a patient in room 302?
Hold on, I'll have a look.
Right. Hello.
No.
Good. I've escaped.
That's good, that, because it sounds like it's coming from the phone. But, I mean, more along the dummy lines, what else can you use?
Well, you can use a handkerchief, one of your dad's handkerchiefs.
Right.
And you need two of these dotty spotties.
Yeah.
Or dotty spotties.
Yeah.
And you have to put them where you can keep your eye on them.
Right.
It's a leaving, Steve. It's
I know it is. It's
This
a good
goes
one.
over here.
Go on.
This one goes up here.
Yeah.
You pull this end up here. Put a spotty dotty on here.
Yeah.
One on there.
Is that like an eye as well, is it?
Ah, there
It's
it is.
fall off, yeah?
Another one there.
Yeah.
And if you do this, it looks like a rabbit.
It does, very similar to this one.
That's
very
right.
good.
You can get a voice.
Or you could use a sock.
A sock, that's a good
sock.
idea.
Doesn't look like we've got one here, but...
There's a sock, look.
Is it? Oh,
Try
right,
that one.
brilliant. Here, hold that. I wish I'd look around. Thank you. And, see what, you stick it on like that,
Yeah.
put there,
Push that through there.
there. Oh, it's a bit... Oh.
And a couple
Handy.
of eyes.
Right.
An elastic band would help as well if you had elastic
Right,
band.
you put that around and hold it, and
That's
then it actually looks like something. Doesn't it? You could actually go, hello, mate.
Steve, you've forgotten something.
Well, I'm messing up somewhere, aren't I?
No, you mustn't move your lips.
Well, how do you not do that? then?
Well, what you do is you put your upper teeth on the inside of your lower lip
Yeah.
and say, hello.
Hello,
How are
everyone.
you?
Hello, everyone. How are
Now,
you doing?
a higher or a lower voice.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
That's it, lovely.
Actually, you can have a go at that one yourself, couldn't you? Actually, it's dead. You put the bottom lip like that and go, hello, everyone. How you doing? Hello,
Hello.
Steve. You must be
How are
mad. You must be mad to do this because your lips are still moving. Is that stuff that you avoid, like?
Yeah, P's and B's.
Right.
If you want to say Peter Piper, you say
Piper.
Peter Piper.
Peter Pfeiffer.
But you try and make it sound as near to the P as you can. Peter Piper.
Peter
Pfeiffer.
Peter Pfeiffer. Peter
Pfeiffer.
Doesn't
That's it.
sound right. Doesn't
You
sound
need
right.
a lot of practice.
How long do you reckon it'll be?
Oh, well, if you practice hard, you'll do it in about 6 weeks.
About 6 weeks. Well, if you fancy doing a little bit of ventriloquism yourselves, Dennis has written this book. It's called The Ventriloquist's Dummy, and inside you could build your own dummy face like this, yeah?
That's it, yes.
Which, blinks and...
It's got a moving jaw.
Moving
jaw.
Yeah.
And it's got moving eyes closed.
Right.
And the eyebrow moves as
All right.
well.
That's in the book. The book tells you how to make it, all right? It also tells you how to do a bit of ventriloquism as well. There's a competition to win this book. What's this in your throat? We call it the voice box, but it's actually got another name. All right, I won't tell you what it is, because then I'll tell you the answer to the question. That'd be cheating. What you've got to do is send your answers to us here to Gottlieb Gear Competition, Motormouth, P.O. Box 1, Mason Kent, ME14 5LL. That's Gottlieb Gear Competition, Motormouth, P.O. Box 1, Mason Kent, ME14 5LL. Thanks for coming in, Dennis. You're doing brilliant. You're getting Percy back out again.
Pleasure.
How are you getting on?
You're rubbish. Get off. You're rubbish.
I've got a way of doing it, actually. If you put that in front of your face like that and go, got the gear, got the gear, got the gear, you can get away with it, can't you?
Wow, Terry, these binoculars are so powerful. I'll be able to spot a lesser spotted grebe from a quarter of a mile away. Oh,
how about that?
that's fantastic. Look at that owl.
You like birds?
Of course I like birds. You know, I'm a keen twitcher myself. Oh, that's bird watcher to you.
Absolutely, you got
I
it
like
right.
all animals, you know.
Right, I'll tell you what, in that case, you can enter my talent contest.
Talent contest?
Just for you.
Well, is it for animals or something?
It's in aid of a wildlife charity.
Oh, that's brilliant. When are you having it?
We're doing it tonight.
Great.
And you can enter it. You have to fill in the form.
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly enter. You mean do an act?
Do an act.
I don't have any talent.
Well, we know you don't have any
no,
talent.
I mean,
but
I don't have an act.
You like animals.
Paul, have you got Dennis's boxes
Yeah.
for his
Hi,
book?
Dennis.
Oh, Millie, just the person I want to see.
Oh, come and meet them,
Okay,
Terry.
right, great.
How did it go, eh?
Yeah, fine. I think obviously you'll do well in about 6 weeks' time with that sock.
Yeah. Hey, listen, could I just have 5 minutes with you now?
Sorry about this, Gabby.
It's all right.
So this is one of my favourite socks. It's made of wool, so I can't wash it very often, otherwise it might shrink.
Yeah, I can smell.
This is one of the socks I wear when I go rambling with Juliet.
Rambling? You go rambling with Juliet?
Yeah.
That must be impossible. She's so bossy.
Oh, no, Gabby, you've got her all wrong. She's a lovely person, very gentle nature.
N-O-W spells no, Millie. Oh, dear.
Hi.
Max, for one horrible moment there, I thought that Gabby was doing your job for you and you were darning a sock.
Yeah, we see, my toe poked through and it's severely uncomfortable. So...
In order that you can continue with your work, I shall find you alternative footwear.
Very gentle nature, mate.
That woman needs a break. A good stiff walk up Scarfell Pike would sort her out.
We'll throw caution to the wind and take her away from it all.
Well, that's a good idea. Except I can't really afford it. You could lend me 50 quid, could you?
No, she can't. Try this for size. Can I give you a hand, Gabby?
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Oh, right.
Yeah, thanks.
See you later, Max.
Oh.
Alternative footwear. I feel almost trendy.
Okay, what's the rubber band for?
Well, it gets a better job with the upper and lower
Oh,
jaw.
okay.
views.
Right, and then you just kind of talk?
That's it, a couple of eyes you need.
Okay, right. Okay, so have a go.
Right.
Right.
Oh, no, you want your teeth on the inside.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the show.
Very good, very good. Do me a favour, don't start till I retire.
Oh, I'm not that good.
Why do you want to learn ventriloquism?
Well, just curious.
What's he going to do for us? His bald eagle impression?
No, Max, Terry hasn't entered a talent competition. He's organised one in aid of wildlife. Now, I've got my ticket. I think it's about time you got yours.
Millie, I have absolutely no intention of wasting my precious time watching all the local tradespeople make fools of themselves.
No, Max, it's going to be really good. Listen to the prizes. Third prize is a free fish and chip supper at the Happy Snappy Fish Bar.
Oh, that's worth at least a quid.
Second prize is a 1-minute trolley dash around Mrs. Bottomley's Bargain Boutique.
Yes, one can never have too many liberty bodices, I
And
feel.
first prize is an all-expenses-paid weekend for two in the Lake District.
Well, Steve, best behaviour. We have a guest with us this week.
Great! I need a new assistant. Hold that.
Steve, Andrea is not here to hold your plazzy bag.
Well, why is she here then?
Don't be rude.
But it's my job to be rude, Andy. You don't mind if I'm rude to you, do you, Andrea?
Andrea,
You'd
I'm
love it,
sorry.
wouldn't you?
I'm sorry about
Well,
Steve. Good morning. Welcome to Motormouth. It's lovely to have you here.
Why don't you tell her what time it is, Andy, eh?
I'm sorry about Steve. He's not been the same since we rather rashly laughed at one of his jokes in the dressing room. See, yeah, take a few of his letters. There you go.
Okay. They're mine. Take his.
Shut up, Johnson. Your history. Andrea, if you'd read out our first letter, please. There you go.
Right. I would like you to meet my parents and grandparents. To make this possible, I had the idea of pickling them and putting them in a jar and sending them to you, Andy. Hope you like them as much as I do. From Denise Kennedy in Perth, in Scotland.
Yes, well, that's very nice. Thank you, Denise.
Maybe
But
we should send them to Scotland Yard.
That's not really very appropriate. I'm sorry.
As Andy would say, moving swiftly on. Me tins of brains. Seems you can't get enough of them. Right. Here's the first letter on it. It's from Chris Ball, and it says, "Can I have a can of brains or what?" Yeah, you can. Hey, Andrew, see if you can work that one out. It's very difficult. Yes.
Push up.
Oh, well
Look,
done.
no brains. Oh, that's right, isn't it?
Me.
Girl's a genius. Amanda Smith has written to us. She says, please will you send me a tin of Steve Johnson's brains and a bogey ball so I can throw it up against the wall just like I would like to do with Steve Johnson.
Yeah, OK. There's a can on the way to you.
There's
Thank you
one
for
for
being
you,
so
Andrea.
kind.
So kind.
Another one here. Andy and Steve, could I please have a tin of Steve's brains so that every time I look at it, I will know just how disgusting Steve is.
I don't think it's a very nice, actually.
And that's from Lisa Costine from Waterford in Ireland.
Yeah, and
Can
the
I have a
show
tin
doesn't
as
get
well?
any better than that. It just doesn't get any better than that. I'm
Think
sorry.
again, fish face.
Please.
Got me horrible postcards to do.
Oh,
Look, you two
dear.
just carry on whittering, all right, and I'll get stuck into it, shall I?
Thank you, yes.
Look at that one there. Look at that. Isn't
Lovely.
that dreadful? So I'll have to send a bogey ball to you there. And that one there, look at that, that's a pig saying, he's looking at you, kid.
Some resemblance.
Yeah, and this one here, I'll tell you who that's from, actually. Thank you. Richard Laughner or something. And this one's here from Karen Harmer, and that's Bros, I think, with Ken.
Or
All right?
something.
Yeah, bogey balls on the way to you there.
Are you quite finished?
Yeah, probably.
Yes, if only it were true. Well, this is the point, Andrea, where if you've seen the show, and I'm sure you have, and I'm sure you watch every week, Steve gets up and dances around like a complete idiot, and you and I get to read out the rags and tags for his coat of many letters.
Okay.
Yeah, Andrea, if you like a nice piece of organ music,
I do, I certainly do.
well, you're gonna love this, because
Will I?
you, Klaus Wunderlich, the keyboard killer.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
what? It's wonderful stuff. Let's all sing along.
Klaus Wunderlich, the keyboard killer.
He's mad.
Sad, isn't it? Right, these are the random tags from Steve's coat this week. The first one has come from... What's the name? Lee Hamilton from Philby, Great Yarmouth in Norfolk. If you said read something, tell if you can send me stuff, we certainly will. That's a Hell's Angels one for Steve. There's one for you, Andrea. Rag and tag for Steve's coat.
Oh, this is nice. This has been sent in by Kerry Ann Evans from somewhere unpronounceable in Wales. Thank you.
Nice rag and tag for Steve's coat. And finally, if you can get
Put
the
it on
paper
you.
clip off. There's one that's coming from Belfast from Kenneth Chivers. It says, Dear Andy, here's a little tag to remind Steve how rubbish he is.
I don't think people like me, actually.
Can't imagine why.
Hey, Andrew, do you want to have a look at me bag, Chuck? Go on.
Oh, dangerous.
OK,
Go on, stick your hand in. Go on, stick your hand in. Go on, go on. Get that out.
Oh, it's a rat.
Well, it is, actually. It's a splat rat, actually, and it stretches to 7 feet.
Yeah,
look at this.
Funnily enough, I can feel a viewer's animation coming on. We'll try and gloss over this incident and tell you that it's been sent in by one of our viewers. It's on the subject of fly swatting.
Try again, try
Ricky
again.
Loddy has sent it in. The fly, here we go. It goes splat. Bzzz, splat. Terrific. If you would like to send us an animation in, do a series of drawings showing a scene of your choice, send it to us at the usual Motormouth address, which is Motormouth, PO Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME 145L. Get off! Same address applies to rags and tags and requests for brains. Motormouth, PO Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME 145L, and we look forward to hearing from you.
We like pulling my rat, don't we?
And if you do send us anything, by the way, we will send you, thank you, Millie, we will send you
Thank you, Millie. Off you go.
T-shirts and Motormouth baseball caps can be yours if you get your letter on the telly, which is terrific.
Come on, Andy, let's pull this rat. Go on.
Steve!
All right, sorry.
Andrew, you can actually help Steve with a bit of the programme that he's not actually very good at.
Oh, yeah.
Introducing the cartoon.
Yeah, because you're good at that, aren't you, Andrea? Very good, I hear.
Well, what is it? And
It's Bugs Bunny, Andrea.
Well, you've done it! You've done it! Well done!
Hey, Steve, you've managed it! You've finally managed it!
And more cartoons in the shape of pizza cats later on. Now, over the next 4 weeks, we're going to be running Rupert the Bear competitions, and each of those 4 weeks, 5 lucky winners will each receive Rupert the Bear goodies. And at the end of the 4 weeks, we will put all the entries into a giant balloon, and one winner will win a trip of a lifetime in a hot air balloon.
That is brilliant. I've never actually been in one myself. I'd love to win that myself. What do you have to do this week? Well, you've got to watch Rupert on Children's ITV at 3:55 on Tuesday and answer a simple question. What is the name of the dragon that Rupert and Bill meet? What's the name of the dragon that Rupert and Bill meet on Tuesday at 3:55? Watch that. Send your answers in to us at Rupert Competition, Motormouth, PO Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME 145LL. That's Rupert Competition, Motormouth, PO Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME 145LL. And the first 5 answers get the goodies.
And also, all the entries will go in, and you could win that wonderful prize. How do you make a T-shirt change colour just by rubbing it?
I don't know.
You're going to have to watch after the break. This one doesn't work.
Stop it!
Off the arm.
That's right, they can't see your hand going into the sock, you see.
Great, okay.
If you bring your elbow back,
Yeah.
you get more movement in the head.
Well, thanks a lot for all your help. That was really great.
Very good. OK, duck down.
Paul,
That's
haven't you helped Mr.
Wiggly.
Patton with his cases yet?
Well, we're just getting around to it,
I'm
actually.
so sorry, Mr. Patton. We'll give you a hand with these. One, two, three.
The crocodile.
The crocodile. Oh, I'll
Thanks
take
very
it.
much.
That's okay. Oh, and this.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'll take care of this one.
All right, then.
Thanks a lot.
See you
Pleasure.
later, Dennis.
Bye.
This way.
Bye.
Thank you, bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, my name's Sheldon the Sock. What's yours?
That's good, Paul.
What do you think? I've been taking lessons off Dennis. I'm going to enter that talent competition, and
We're gonna win.
that's right.
Oh, you are you?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I could give you a bit of help.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
And then, if you win a prize, we could split it.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, you want to see the act?
Yes, please.
All right. Hi, I'm Paul Miller, and this is Sheldon the Sock. And
No, Paul, that's rubbish. You need to have a much bigger opening, like, hey, I'm Paul Miller, this is Sheldon the Sock.
Okay, I got you. Hi, I'm Paul Miller. And I'm Sheldon the Sock. Who said that?
I did.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sheldon's a mind reader. Sheldon, read the mind of the lady in the front row.
Oh no, I've read that one already.
Yeah, that's quite good, Paul, but I saw your lips move.
Oh, darn it. Okay. And now I'd like a volunteer from the audience.
Yes, boys and girls, step right up. Don't be shy. Volunteer. Come on. Anybody will do. Anybody will do. Anybody. You.
What's your name?
Millie Bates.
Any relation to Norman Bates? Hey, you're kind of cute. Nice nose.
Millie, it's just a sock. Just a sock.
Okay. Well, I think, Paul, you need a lot of work.
Oh.
But with my professional advice, I think we could win a prize.
What do you mean, we?
OK, Mr. Patton, there you go.
Thank you.
I'll safe journey back to Goffso.
Thanks, Juliet.
See you again
Bye-bye.
soon.
Cheerio.
OK, bye.
Look, oh,
You're expecting me to shout at you now, aren't you?
yes.
Why are you dancing around the lounge during a live show?
OK, Juliet, now that's what I've got to talk to you about, because you see, I think if you and I put our heads together, we could make beautiful music. And Terry Nutkins has organised this talent competition for
Max,
the...
Max.
Yes?
I'm finding it impossible to concentrate on what you're saying while you have a fish on your foot. I shall go and find your sock.
You're fancy, though.
Some people come to work, some people come to work to play. Which kind are you, Paul?
Oh, work to work, me, definitely,
And
yes.
you, Millie?
Work to it, definitely, yes.
And you?
Work to play!
Sheldon?
Well, this is certainly one way to get very friendly to somebody you only met yesterday. It's also another way to change colour on a T-shirt. A bit of magic, eh? Well, the man behind the T-shirt, if you'd like to turn around, Jonathan, and his partner, Peter.
Hi.
OK, what's all this about? How does it work?
It's a thermochromatic dye, part of the metamorphic colour system.
Of course it is, but,
Exactly.
but how does it work?
Well, I'm not at liberty to say that, I'm afraid. It's a well-guarded
Top secret.
Top
Oh,
secret.
well, thank you very much for coming in this morning, if you'd like to. No, only joking, only joking. But it's all heat sensitive, isn't it?
It all reacts with the heat.
We've got some people
We
playing
got
with
some
this
kids
stuff behind
playing
it.
as with their hands, and someone's using an iron here. to
Yeah,
make
be
pretty
careful with that,
patterns.
yeah.
And if you can have very explicit changes here with a hairdryer, like that. And very clever rain simulation, John.
Yes, but don't go around spraying
You don't
people
have
with
to spray
water
people with
pistols.
it.
Exactly.
But does it stay like that once it's turned pink or once it's turned yellow?
It goes back and forth from change to change
And
with the heat.
what happens in the washing machine? Does it lose
No,
it?
it doesn't lose its colour at all. It
Clever
stays.
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just T-shirts and sweatshirts and a sheet. It is, in
No.
fact, Kenton, if you could show us the whole ensemble. If we could go, if you come here, if you go from head
Well,
to toe, please.
He's wearing a brand new baseball hat that's not out for 2 weeks, which goes from purple to pink. It's
Well,
demonstrated.
it's good, isn't it?
Yes,
And he's got...
Yeah, it just changed colour really weirdly.
It's, I know, it is weird stuff. And the jumper
He's
as
got
well.
a jumper that comes out next year, from green to yellow.
There we go. And excuse us while we do this on your jeans,
and
Kenton.
denim, which is going to come out later on next year.
And
we have a brand new thing there.
the piece de resistance.
The hypergraphics.
Excuse this heater now, Kenton.
From top to bottom, the print completely disappears.
So you can actually change pictures and
Actually
not
change
just
pictures,
colours.
not just colours.
Oh, it's brilliant stuff. You'd wear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I certainly think I would, yes. I quite like that one, actually. I've got my eye on that one. Now, you're going to leave some of these behind for us, aren't you?
Definitely. We're going to give away 10 T-shirts.
And you have,
We have a question?
You've been practising this for 2 days. Go on, go for it.
What is the boiling point and freezing point of water?
Right. What's the boiling point and the freezing point in centigrade of water? Send your entries into Clobber Competition, Motormouth, PO Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. Clobber Competition, Motormouth, PO Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. And get your entries in as soon as possible. You carry on playing with your heat stuff, guys.
Thank
See you in a
you.
minute.
Bye.
Because somebody who's been watching very carefully over here is John Eccleston from Disney Club. You are disgusting. Would you wear one of those?
I think so, yeah. If I was going to the gym, particularly, because obviously when I'm working out, a lot of body temperature, change colour.
When you're working out?
Yeah, all right, wouldn't change colour
Yeah, I
at all.
don't believe a word of it. OK, last week, Samurai Pizza Cats, the first part of the story. What happened? Remind us.
Yes, they were completely flat, I seem to recall. Yes, they were more sort of pancake cats rather than pizza cats. Yes, and they were squashed flat by the evil forces.
Well, thanks for that update, John. Yes, will the evil forces win the day, or will our feline heroes win? I'm sure they will. Watch Pizza Cat.
Juliet, at last I found you alone. Cast aside your domestic strife and listen to me.
Max, I can't. I'm afraid I'm making the tea for the presenters.
Look, they've got competition payoffs to do and a video before the commercial break. Now go and sit down. I've got to talk to you.
But Max, it'll stew.
I'll make them a fresh pot. Come on, sit down.
Oh, well, hurry up then.
Now, how would you like to go away with me for the weekend to the Lake District?
Oh, Max, I would absolutely love it. Brilliant. But hang on, I can't afford it.
Oh, now, that's the whole beauty of it. You see, you don't need to worry about money.
Oh, Max, no, I couldn't. Really, I couldn't. Are you sure?
I'm quite sure.
Well, I don't know if I'll be able to. I mean, I'll have to check my diary and everything. I'm just, I'm not sure. I mean, when is it?
Next weekend?
I'm free.
Oh, good. OK, well, right. I'll make all the arrangements and
Yeah,
all
but
you have to do...
hang on. What's the catch?
Oh, there's no catch. It's the whole beauty of it.
Except?
No exceptions, no strings.
But?
But we do have to win the talent competition
No
tonight.
way!
Juliet,
Absolutely
Juliet,
no
listen
way.
to me.
I know you listen to me, and I'm sorry to point my finger at you, Max. But I have told Paul that under no circumstances must he be seen rehearsing backstage during a live television programme. And now I cannot be seen to be doing the same, can I?
No, and I might have expected that you'd take a strong moral line.
Thank you.
So what I suggest is that we sneak around behind his back.
Okay, what do we do?
Right, well, what we do is that we...
Paul! Paul, are you in here? Paul, I've had an...
Paul's not here, Oni. Can I help you?
Who are you?
I'm Mr. Zippy. Who are you?
I'm Millie Bates.
Oh, any relation to Norman Bates?
Paul, get out of the cubicle. Listen, we're going to have to do this in secret because Juliet has already told us to pack it in.
Yeah, I know.
And you're going to take no notice of her?
No, of course not.
Good.
I mean, it's not as if this is just a chance to show off.
No.
It's a talent contest in aid of wildlife.
That's right. It's got nothing to do with the roar of the crowd.
No.
Nothing to do with the fact that people might think you're a brilliant ventriloquist.
Yeah.
And nothing to do with the fact that we might win a prize.
Yeah. I mean, no, of course not. Oh, yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, yes, no. Yes,
Paul!
You stay out of this.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that you...
Max, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have to be quite this close. I'm finding it a bit uncomfortable.
Well, Juliet, you see, the saying is that you're supposed to be able to hold a love letter between your two bodies.
Oh, how horrid. Can we just forget the romantic bit for a moment, please?
Well, Juliet, if we want to win 10 out of 10 for star quality, we have to be convincing.
Oh, yes, of course. Heaven, I'm in heaven.
Actually, Juliet, maybe you should just concentrate on the dancing.
Okay.
Last week, right, I was giving away 11 of these Guinness Book of Skillful Sockers. Right, that's all right, don't do that.
Go on then.
If you're one of the 11 lucky winners, your name is going along underneath me now. Do you remember the question? It was Brighton.
Do you remember it?
I'm trying to.
Go on.
Brighton were playing Cambridge last week. It was a very boring game because the score was 0-0. Well done to you lot. Do's.
Exciting footy, eh?
Yeah, exciting
Many weeks ago, 2 Unlimited were in the studio. We asked you where they come from. It's the same place that clogs and tulips and Edam cheese and windmill come from. And the answer is Holland. And congratulations to Anthony Rimmer from Merseyside. The top 10 singles and the Motormouth goodies are winging their way to you. Well done.
Well done.
Loads of entries for our comic competition last week. If you remember, we offered you this, the original Motormouth comic. We offered you the Marvel story 5 Decades of, How to Draw the Marvel Way, and membership to the Preferred Readers Club of Stateside Comics, and lots more besides. The competition question was, who is Judge Dredd's arch enemy? And the answer is Judge Death. First prize, all those goodies on the way to Glenn Body from St Sevier in Jersey, and runners-up prizes of membership to Stateside Comics and goodies and bits and pieces as well, going to Michael Robinson from Penrith in Cumbria, and Sharon Amos from Cockermouth, also in Cumbria. So well done to you three.
We've been there. We were there last year, weren't we?
Yeah, for Christmas.
Christmas, that's it. Now, if you were watching the show last week and you were listening carefully, you would have heard me go... and Andy sort of went... and Steve went... and Gabby was more of a...
Watch it.
We did. And what we're talking about,
And
junk
enjoyed.
instruments. Andy Jackson was here, he had his books, How to Make Junk Instruments. We gave the question, what makes the noise on a clarinet? And it is...
Reed.
The reed. We had loads of correct entries, and the first ones we drew out were David Rowbottom, Beatrice Cook, Christopher Hates, Jenny Boynes, Suzanne Daniels, Jonathan Daniels.
Same address.
Yeah, it's
2 each, one each there.
Melanie Proud,
Yep.
Melissa Downey,
Right.
and Richard Jones. Well done. The books are on the way to you.
Take that.
Take what? I'm off. I'm not having any more of this.
Steve. Yes, take that. The 5 guys were here last week. They left behind this leather jacket that they all signed for us. What is going on? That they all signed. The competition question is, how old is Robbie? Robbie is, in fact, the youngest member of the band. We want to know how old he is. Send your entries in to Take That competition, Motormouth, PO Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. That's Take That competition, Motormouth, PO Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. There we are. Take That, I forgot to tell you, these are the runners-up prizes, the singles and the signed photo. Now it's time for Seal, a revamped, re-edited version of his old #1 single, Seal and Killer.
Promise Terry that won't say anything today about him forgetting the words on Children in Need last night.
At least I can sing. No, I can't.
Is that what you got? Now, we had a competition a couple of weeks ago with Terry. Paul, can we have those rucksacks in there? Thanks very much, mate. Cheers. We had 3 of these to give away. They've got the reflector strips on and everything. If you remember, we had another guest in the studio. Here he is, right in the middle there. His name was Simon. He was modelling the rucksacks. And we asked you who is his famous dad. Well, I think you got a clue there. The answer was, of course...
Same good looks. My son.
Is he going to take after you, then? Is he going to become an animal man?
I think so, yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, why
Well, the
not?
first 3 correct answers came in from Cheryl Webster, Dean Jones from Headcorn and Katie Connor from Liverpool. Did he enjoy himself last week?
He loved it, he loved it.
Yeah, good. Well, well done, you three. These are on the way to you. Now, coming up after the break, we are going to be talking about something we've never actually talked about before.
That's right.
Animal eyesight. Lovely pair of eyes.
A good subject.
Well, at least I am. See you in a minute. Welcome back to Motormouth. You know, I think one of the weirdest things ever invented are these. Look at that, eh? Not a pretty sight. Eyeballs. Now, if you think human eyes are weird, what about animal eyes? Well, if you were a fly and you were sitting there on the wall, a sort of fly on the wall, and you were looking around and you saw me coming towards you, this is what you'd see. Look at that. A sort of multi-image there. That's a fly's eye. What about bees' eyesight? Well, I've got a bunch of roses here, nice red roses. We humans have been trying to invent black roses for years. Well, if you were a bee, you'd take a look at these red ones and you'd see them as black. And even this here, we've got this green turf, green grass here, and this is how a bee sees it. Doesn't sound right, does it? The grey grass of home. And what about your dog? If you've got a dog and he's sitting there watching Motormouth with you, then this is what he'll see. He can't actually see in colour. You can only see in black and white, so if you've got a colour telly, it doesn't matter. We're talking about weird eyesight.
Weird eyesight? I've got good eyesight.
I don't mean you. I mean what you brought in. What have you got here today?
Well, we got flatfish, Neil. We had flatfish a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about not migration, camouflage.
Camouflage it was the other week, yeah.
And now we're talking about eyes this week, and these are quite incredible, really, because you can just see their eyes on the top there, right? Now, these are brill.
Yeah.
Flatfish called brill. OK? And it's got the eyes on the top of its head there, but...
Can we move it out a bit?
It looks like it's actually lying on its tummy, doesn't it?
So well camouflaged in there.
There we go.
Look at that. There it goes.
Bring it out of it.
There it is. Look at
now,
that.
It looks like it's lying on its tummy, doesn't it?
It does to me. It looks like it's... Yeah.
But it isn't. It's on its side.
No, it's on its tummy to me.
No, it's on its side. And its eye actually migrates across. It actually moves its eye, right?
Yeah.
OK?
You can have a look at this. This is what I was talking about at the beginning of the show, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, right. That's how it starts off there, like that. And that's how it ends up there.
So why does it do that? So it can lie on its...
So it can lie on its side.
On its side. Yeah. And we can actually prove that, can't we? Because it's got a fin there on the top, hasn't it?
It's got a fin on the top. Let's see if we can find it. Again, we're back to...
There it is.
There it is.
You got it there.
Yeah. Very gently. There's the fin there.
Incredible, isn't it?
OK. So it's lying on its side. It's got its eyes on the top of its head. And you can also see the markings, the camouflage there, on the eye itself. It looks like a piece of sand on the eye.
So, indeed, it's very difficult to even pick out the eye.
Yeah. And there's another one there. Look, another little one there.
That's brilliant. What do you think of this, then, Colin?
Oh, it's great.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it, eh?
Yeah.
Got any questions?
What do they eat?
What do they eat? Well, they eat all sorts of little fish on the bottom.
I guess what they do is they sit there all day, well camouflaged, with just the eyes peeking out.
Just the eyes peeking out.
And eat anything that moves.
Yeah, anything that comes along.
That's a cracking... OK, what have we got over here, then?
Well,
look after it, mate.
I'll tell you what, Neil.
Don't eat it with your chips.
This is probably one of your favourites. You know what this is?
European eagle owl.
A European eagle owl. Now, this one is around about a year old.
Okay.
It's a male, so it's quite small, really.
Yeah.
Simon, come and sit closer. It's quite small, really, but it's brilliant. I mean, it's got a wingspan of around about 1.8 metres, and that's enormous. But, again, look at those eyes.
They're
great big eyes.
Hey? At the front of the head.
Yeah, eyes at the front of the head. Looking at something over there, which we'll talk about in a moment. But eyes at the front of the head, and the whole front of the head is actually made up of those eyes, really. Now, it can't actually move the eyes.
No.
So what does it do? Everyone knows that owls move their head right the way round about to about 340 degrees.
Yeah.
And that's simply because it can't move its eyes. Now, this owl, like all owls, can see in low light extremely well.
OK, we can demonstrate that, can't we?
Let's demonstrate. Let's lower the studio light.
Max, can we turn the studio lights down, mate? There we go.
Down they go.
We just turn them down a little bit.
Now, there's someone over there. There's a young lady over there with a newspaper, isn't it? Can't see it so dark.
There's Louise, yeah.
There's Louise with a newspaper. Yeah. Now, the print on that newspaper, I can't read. Can you read it?
I can just see Louise, and I can just about make out the newspaper in this darkness.
Now, if he could actually read, he could read every word of that print on that newspaper from this distance.
That is amazing.
At this level of light.
That is incredible. So this is all part of their superb hunting technique. They are just a hunting machine,
They've got around about 14 times more sensitive light cells in their eyes than we have.
And again,
light
as I
cells.
was saying, instead of most birds have actually got their eyes on the side of their head.
Yeah.
Theirs is at the front, so they've got the stereoscopic vision where they can hone in.
About 70 degrees.
It's incredible.
Yeah. And also they hunt in low light as well. And they use those talons there. Those talons are actually killing machines. They're incredible.
What do you make of this, Simon?
They are incredibly powerful, those
Pretty
talons.
big.
Yeah.
It's a cracker, isn't it?
And they swoop down on their prey. The talons are open wide. They swoop down and they lock in. They actually lock in onto their prey. And these very razor-sharp talons here pierce all the inner organs, you know?
Now, I know,
so the animal doesn't have a
Simon's
chance.
a big owl fan. Have you got a question for Terry?
Where would you find one of these?
In Europe,
particular owls?
yeah, European eagle owl. It is the biggest owl in the world.
Not in this country, though. We don't get them in this country.
No.
But with a wingspan, as I said, up to 1.8 metres.
Do they eat anything?
Yeah, they eat small birds, they eat mice, they eat rabbits, and they can even eat a small deer.
They even eat small presenters, so watch out.
Even eat something we've got over there, so we've got to be a bit careful.
They will, yeah. We have got to be very careful over here. We'll leave the hunting machine behind because the eagle owl would actually have this for nosh.
That's right.
Can we see it down there? I'll see if we can just...
There we go.
Look at this. He was sitting nicely on his perch until we actually came over to him.
There we go.
Can you see him there?
Yep.
What is it, Terry?
Nicely on me. There we go.
Alrighty.
Just an African thick-tailed bush baby, around about 3 years old, absolutely brilliant. And again, Neil, you can see those wonderful eyes, those wonderful, great big eyes there. And they see well in low light as well, because they have to, because they live in the forests. And it gets very, very dark at night. I mean, it's fairly dark in the daytime as well.
What happens when the excess light comes through the canopy in the forest? These eyes are made specially to do something, aren't they?
Well, let's have a look at that. Let's lower the lights here. You've got a torch there,
I've got a torch here. Can we take... Max, can you do the lights again, please?
OK, right.
If we can take them right down this time. Now, I don't want to frighten the bush baby with this torch here.
OK.
But I'll see if...
It's going over that way, so...
If we can follow it. It's very difficult to follow with the cameras here in this light.
Yeah.
So I'll see if I can just shine this light onto its eyes.
Have you got it?
Can we see it? No, I don't...
Let me see if I can bring it... Let me see if I can bring them round, because it's...
Let's stay with it. Let's see if we can... Because the main thing is not to frighten it here. Yeah, we've got him round. And get one of the boys in there. Should we get camera 2 in there, or camera 1 if we can? Look at that.
Now, look at that,
fellas.
You can see how big those eyes are, and they actually reflect that light off their eyes. So if it's really, really dark, it helps them see their prey.
So what you're saying is it chucks out the excess light.
It chucks out the excess light. Yeah, yeah.
That's brilliant.
Got it now?
OK, we'll have the lights, Max. Thank you.
And they've also got incredibly sensitive hearing as well.
What do you think of that then, Louise? We've got Louise here.
Hi, Louise.
She's a bush baby fan.
Do you like bush babies?
I love them, yes.
Right, got a question?
Any questions for Tel?
Yes. What animal's got the biggest eyes?
What animal's got the biggest eye? Well, the biggest land mammal that's got the biggest eye is the
we can
ostrich.
demonstrate that, can't we?
And it says big as that.
Wow.
What do you think of that?
What about eye-to-body ratio, the size of the eye in comparison to the size of the body?
Well, that's got to be the squid.
Of course it has. How big?
That's got to be the squid, as big as that.
OK, so if we had the same eye-to-body ratio as a squid has, then have a look at this. This...
What you got there?
Is what Andy Crane would look like. What about that, then?
OK, Martika, if you'd like to go up to your dressing room up there, and I'll see you later on. All right, bye.
Stood up on me like that.
You're going to have to put this away. Juliet is going to kill us.
Well, look, you worry too much. I can handle Juliet.
In your dreams, you can.
Give me that.
Oh, hey, cut that out.
Paul, I need to speak to you about this. Paul, I need to speak... Paul, I need to... Paul, this is the ugliest dummy I've ever seen in my life. Look at the state of his nose.
Well, I think it's coming off. I need some sellotape or something.
Oh, there's probably some in the lounge.
OK, Juliet, the music's all lined up. You ready?
Yeah, hang on.
What?
I can't get my shoes on.
Juliet, you should have put the gloves on second and the shoes on first.
Well, it's a bit late for that now, isn't it, Max?
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
OK, I'll put it on now. Here we go.
No, Max.
What?
Your hat.
Oh, yes, my hat, sorry. Right, OK, you ready? Here we go.
Oh, Max.
What this time?
Well, I think we should check that Paul and Millie aren't around before we start.
All right.
OK, the coast is clear. Come on.
Yeah, I think there's some in the cupboard over there.
How about these drawers?
Yeah, have a look in there.
Yes, we must be in the studio with Terry.
Good, we can rehearse then. Juliet, can I just say, if you walk onto the stage like a duck, we will lose at least 6 points on presentation.
Max, I'm sorry, but I'm a sensible shoe girl. I'm not used to walking around in heels.
Right.
I mean, high heels.
Heels? Come on, I'll hold you.
Hi.
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 Hi. expect you wondering why I'm wearing a pair of red gloves and a pair of high-heeled shoes.
No.
Oh, and I expect you're wondering why I'm wearing a top hat.
No. And you're probably not wondering what we're up to here, are you?
Oh, yes, I am, actually.
Millie?
I'm just rinsing through some of Terry's smalls.
Yeah.
Well, I think you should be in the studio helping Terry clear his animals from the set.
No, we can't do that. We have to stay right here.
No, I think we can probably leave right this minute.
We can?
We can.
We can.
Bye.
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 Bye. Max, this isn't going to work.
Juliet, they didn't suspect a thing.
Honestly, what were they doing in there? That was weird.
Yeah.
Playing dressing up games at their age. It's sad.
Yeah.
Hey, good thing you hit that dummy head, though.
Thanks.
Where'd you put it?
Well.
Okay, here. Forwards.
1, 2,
back.
3. How am I doing, Max?
Well, you're all right, but you're still a little bit stiff.
Oh.
Yes, well, you've got to give yourself to it, you see.
Well, give myself to what?
With the mood.
I'm not in a mood.
Look, we'll go for full spin. Oh my heavens.
Absolutely brilliant. It's the last Samurai Pizza Cats this morning, so we thought we'd send it off in true Motormouth style by having a bit of a party.
Fruit cocktails here. Cheers to Samurai Pizza Cats.
Absolutely brilliant.
What's the party for, then?
That's a farewell party.
Oh, what for?
Oh, haven't you heard? It's the very...
It's somebody's leaving party.
Oh, who?
You.
Oh, I thought I was here for another 20 weeks, mate.
We are.
But you're not.
Oh, right. Well, so the party's...
Invitation only.
I haven't got an invitation.
Oh, dear. Well, maybe you can have a personal one. We'll see if anybody vouch for you. Anybody vouch for Steve Johnson?
Yeah.
Of course I will.
Apart from Gabby?
Oh.
That's showbiz, Steve.
Oh, right.
I want to tell you what. Because it's for old time's sake and all that.
Yeah.
Why don't you introduce for the last time Samurai Pizza
you
Cats?
can do it.
Right, after the party.
Yeah, because it's a private party and invitation only, so sort of over there. On your own.
Steve, come here. Look, have your own little party, as it were. There you go, mate.
Cheers,
Yeah, and have one of those there.
Oh, all right.
Over there, mate, on your own.
I tell you what, fantastic.
Brilliant.
Coming up now, the last ever Samurai Pizza Cats. And the last time you'll probably see me.
So there we go, the last ever Samurai Pizza Cats. But don't fear, cartoon lovers, because we have an absolute belter beginning next week on Motormouth.
All right, lads, I'm off now then, all right.
You going then?
See you, mate.
Okay, cheers.
Take care.
Bye, Steve.
Ta-ra.
Yeah, the cartoon next week on Motormouth is Beetlejuice.
Good cartoon. We're going to have some competitions. We'll
We
have
get
all the
Beetlejuice goodies,
gear in and
loads of bits and pieces to give away.
I love Beetlejuice, me. Love it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, make sure you're tuning in then, eh? Live, 9:25 next Saturday.
Yeah. Steve, we don't know what time it's going to be on, so you'll have to watch the whole show. Okay.
All right, then.
See you then.
Take care.
Yeah, bye.
Hey, we'll do lunch or something
Stay in
sometime.
touch, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
See you later.
And on the subject of
Bye.
Beetlejuice, we thought
Bye.
we'd perhaps whet your appetite. You know, if you haven't seen the cartoon before, this is
Bye.
what's
See
in
you
store
later.
for you next week.
Bye.
Next week on the show,
That's gonna be
Beetlejuice. It's going to be brilliant.
Are you still here?
Yeah.
The bus stop's sort of through the main entrance and down the corridor in the street, mate.
All right, then.
Hold
Bye.
on.
Bye.
Hold on.
Don't be mean. That's
Should we tell him?
Yeah, all right, we'll tell him.
We've got something to tell you.
You knew, didn't you?
Yeah.
We had a whip round for you.
Oh, right. Cheers, man.
Hope you like it.
2p.
Oh, what?
Did you take your change?
No, I didn't take my change. Sorry. Sorry.
Well, you might have to take the envelope as well.
No,
You can keep that. I tell you what, hey, I'll sign it
That's
for
a
you.
good
Look.
idea.
There you go.
Oh,
Best wishes, Andy Crane. They are, mate.
All the best.
Cheers, Andy. Cheers.
All the best. Here's to it.
Bye,
Yeah,
lads.
have a good time.
Take care. Take care.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Steve.
Steve.
I'm really sorry I mashed your head, Paul.
Never mind about my head. What about Mr. Zippy? He's never going to be the same again.
Oh, hello, Mr. Zuki. Hello. Nice to meet you. Hi. Hello.
Show them in, Millie.
Okay. Sorry, we're having a national no opening door day.
Come on, Millie.
Hello there, Mr. Suzuki. Yes. Oh, hi all. Come in. Please, welcome to Motormouth. Hello, if you'd like to sign the book, that would be lovely. Oh, hi all. Bye. What?
Cinderella.
Thank you. Oh, have you done that? Lovely. If you'd like to then go up the stairs, through those doors, through the green doors, and it's the second dressing room on the right. Okay.
Juliet.
Yes, yes.
Is the door locked?
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, could we do some rehearsing then, lovey?
Yes, dear.
Okay, come on, get this washing machine back together in double quick time, and I don't want to see any parts left over. Act wrecker.
Listen, Paul. Just because Mr. Zippy had a bit of a problem with the washing machine, you don't need to take it out all on me.
I was working really hard on that ventriloquism, and I was going to win first prize, too. Now I'll never see a spotted grebe.
I don't know, and I don't want to know what you're talking about.
Honestly, I can't go on with this, can I? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show! It's ridiculous.
Well, you said it. This ventriloquism is ridiculous. If it's bad, it's not worth doing. And if you can do it well, you might as well have two real people up on the stage, because that's what it looks like.
Say that again.
This ventriloquism
No, the second part.
You might as well have 2 real people up on the stage doing it, because that's what it looks like.
Millie, I could kiss you!
Paul!
Who needs Mr. Zippy when you've got Millie Bates? You can be my dummy.
Help! Help! Let me in! I'm Chatter, the maniac! Help! Help!
I'm very pleased to say Martika is in the studio this morning. How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Good, very well, thank you. It's nice to have you here. Now, we all know that you've been writing with Prince, and we know this is the second single off your album of the same name. So, Martika, actually, stop right there. You don't know about this. We've got a huge fan of yours, Kathleen, if you'd like to come in. It's been so difficult trying to keep this a secret. Kathleen, here we go.
Hi.
If you'd like to present this to Martika, wouldn't you?
Congratulations.
There's a silver disc for UK sales. UK sales of Martika's Kitchen. Many congratulations from everybody here at Motormouth. I'm afraid we're going to have to take it away from you again. You can look after it again. But Martika's Kitchen, well done.
The table is set. The oven is hot. The table is set. The oven is hot.
Here we go. The table's her album, Martika's Kitchen. That song was written especially for Martika by Prince. It was out last week. It's already top 30, and congratulations on the silver disc. Coming up after the break, a man who adds up faster than a calculator.
Well, let's not waste time. Let's have one more practice, okay? Here we go. Hello, little Millie. Hello. Hello, everybody. And what are you doing today? Some mind reading. Look, Millie, why don't you try looking like you're enjoying it, okay?
Paul!
Remember what happened to Mr. Zippy?
I'm in heaven.
1, 2. Don't sing, Max. You're putting me off.
My heart beats so that I can... And now I catch you. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to catch you.
Yes, and now you've ripped my dress.
Oh, right. Oh, that looks good. We'll keep that in.
So come on, twist, twist. Smile.
Smile, here, in.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. 3 steps. Smile. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Quick step. And in. Oh, Max!
Sorry. Paul, come on. No, yes.
Not too fast, Max, not too fast.
Don't get dizzy, will you?
Romantic look.
Oh, that's lovely. And out.
And then,
that's right.
Catch me.
Oh, potatoes again for breakfast, Juliet, please. Oh,
it's nearly there.
And the finish. Oh, sorry, and the dip.
Oh, perfect.
That's great. Well, yeah, we're there. Oh, someone's at the door.
Are they? It must be the door. Well?
Yes, very well. How are you?
It's no good putting those charming faces at me. I'm not letting you in until you finish that washing machine. Oh, hello, Mr. Lennon. You got back from the shops pretty quickly.
Thank you. Yeah, well, necessary things.
Yeah.
We'll just give you a hand with all those things, all those necessary things.
And now, on Motormouth, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Another edition of the great game, Mousetrap! Yeah. Lads, if I'm gone, what about Mousetrap, eh?
Oh, well, Mousetrap's going to continue.
Yeah? Who?
That's a point. I can't do it.
No, I can't do it either.
That must mean I'm back, then!
Yeah, all right.
Oh, great, lads, brilliant!
Yeah, but you've got to audition for it.
Hey, right, what have I got to do?
Well, first of all, you've got to run on, shout, welcome to Mousetrap, and strike awkward and ungainly poses.
Oh, I could do that. What's this? Are you ready?
Go on, then.
Hello, welcome to Mousetrap!
Oh, that's good. Yeah, but we were thinking of developing it into maybe a musical. So can you do routines?
Fire the trap.
That's very good, very good, very good, but we're going to get some stunts in as well, so can you do that whilst at the same time hitting yourself with a chair?
I didn't do that in the auditions.
That's why you got sacked.
Oh, right, I can't hit myself with a chair.
Next.
Help me out, hey. Hey, how about you hit me with the chair, Neil?
Me?
Yeah, please, man.
Well, help him out.
Yeah, just hit me with it.
Okay.
Good,
Cue me.
I'll cue in.
Thanks.
Okay, ready to go? Listen, okay then. Cue, Steve.
Fire the trap. Fire the trap. Welcome to another game of Mousetrap.
Cue the chair.
Does that mean I'm back in?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to another brilliant game of
Mousetrap.
To another game of... Yes, this is our 2 contestants this week. Your name is...
Depeche Rassani.
How old are you?
14.
And what are your hobbies?
Playing soccer.
Oh, yeah. Is Gazzy your favourite player?
No, Gary Lineker.
Can't blame you. What's your name?
Barati Desai.
And how old are you?
14.
And what's your hobbies?
I like skiing.
Can you slalom and everything like that? Yeah. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. I could do that occasionally when we go up to Scotland. Right, let's meet our 2 little helpers in the middle. They are... Daniel Abrahams and Libby French. And the man in the middle is Rag. Give him a big round of applause. Now, you know the rules of the game, don't you? You know you've got 7 minutes to do it in, but if you get it done in those 7 minutes, you could win this 4-star prize, which is a mountain bike. All right, do you think you're going to do it?
Yeah.
Well, we'll soon find out. Are we all ready? Yeah! Well, let's have the count, shall we? 3, 2, 1, go! Go on, cross the person here. Cheer him on. Right, onto the middle here. Right, this is memory, OK? Onto here, I have 10 objects. You've got 10 seconds to remember them in. All right, here we go. Remember those things. Remember them. Think about them. Probably choose half each. All right, 5 seconds left. All right. You think you can remember them all? Because I'm putting the top back on now. Right, through here. You've got to find 3 yellow balls and all these blue ones. Fine. Well, get in there. 3 yellow ones. Come on, cheer them on. 1. The trap's fired. The trapper's fired. Right, you ready? Come You've got to go through there. As soon as he's tagged you, all right? Switch off the lever over there, all right? Wait for him to join you. Wait to join you. Go! Go! Come on! Come on! Come on! I'm back again. Got the 3 balls. Got 3 balls. Right, over to here, onto the puzzle. Come over here. Right, come on, you've got to carry on. It's your time you're wasting. Right, can you see that this triangle is pointing downwards?
Yeah.
What I want you to do is to make it point upwards, all right? You've got to move 3 of the little triangles to do that. Go, come on. Don't break it all up. That's right, you're nearly there. That's right. Perfect, onto the timeout square. Stop the clock. I think you can do better than that. Well done, you lot. You've managed to get down this side. You did all the puzzles on the way. Absolutely brilliant. You've won these fantastic travelling bags. Right. You're doing very well. Down this side, you've got some hard obstacles. You've got just under 6 minutes to do it in, so you've got plenty of time. You're steaming along. You're doing very well. You could be taking home that bike with you. Let's get going! Come on! Over the wall! Come on! Right, onto the memory here. Onto the memory, come on. Right. What I want you to do is to remember 4 things from what you've seen, OK? Underneath that salver.
Key, pen, teddy bear.
A rose. A balloon.
Rose, that is 4 of them. Get onto here. Let's have 3 hoops over there. 3 hoops over the pole here. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Onto there. Onto the puzzle square. On the puzzle square. Right. What you've got to do is you've got on this is a map of England. You've got these little spots. They're cities. You've got to put the name of the city next to the spot. One of these is a red herring. All right. See how you're going to do. Yeah, London's correct. Right, where are we got to next? Birmingham? Think about it. Plymouth is right. That is Birmingham, you're right there. Which one is Liverpool and which one is Manchester?
Liverpool, sorry.
That's right. No, that's not right. That's not right. Yeah, you got 1 more to find. You got 1 more to find. No, wrong way. These are the 2 the wrong way round. That's correct. Onto the timeout square. Stop the clock. I think we could have a lot more cheering for these 2. You're doing extremely well. We stopped the clock twice. Let's have a look, see what you've got on this square. You've got the charades game and try Motormouth. Right, you're doing absolutely fantastic. OK, let's look down this side, OK? You've got just under 5 minutes to do it in, so you're doing very well. You've got plenty of time. I think you're going to be taking that mountain bike home with you. But first of all, let's get going. Go on, through you go. Come on. Yep, come on through. Come on, help her through. Right, onto these marks. Right, this is the mime square. I'll show you something. I want you to mime it, and you've got to guess what they are, OK? I'll give you a clue. They're all types of transport, all right? Have a look at that. Mime now. What do you reckon that is?
Car.
It's a car, you are correct. Give it a cheer. What's this one here?
Motorbike.
No,
bicycle.
no. Bicycle?
Bicycle.
Yeah, it's correct. Tracks fired, run! Run! Go! Go! Stay here, ready? Ready to tap you, all right? Go on, you can make it in time. Come on! Go for it! Go for it! Go! Leap across! Leap across! Over here! Come on back, it's your time. It's your time you're wasting. All right. Come on back, we've still got a couple of things we've got to mind here. What's that? Yes, it's correct, it's a plane. What is this here? Motorbike is correct. What is that? Can you guess what this is? Have a few guesses? It's like a bike. It's like a motorbike.
Moped.
Not moped, it's what mods used to ride. No, try and think of another thing. Do you remember like kids have them? What do they like kids have?
Tricycle.
Not like a tricycle, what is it?
Push bike.
No, come on, I can't.
Skateboard.
Not a skateboard, like a scooter.
He's
not by me, Nate. It's a scooter. Come on, move on. Right, see if you can knock these off. Knock these off with these. All right, go on, knock them off. Got the bean bags. Go on, you got 2, 1 more to go. Onto here. Right, this is very simple here. I want you to answer one question, right? This is a true or a false question, right? I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to tell me if it's true or false, all right? Think about this. One of you can answer if you want to. A natterjack is someone who talks a lot. True or false?
False.
False is correct. It's a type of toad. Go on onto it to timeout square. Stop there. We're steaming through here. You're doing extremely well, and you've picked up this brilliant camera outfit. Right, now, let's have a look down this side. This is the hardest side, let me tell you. You've got just under 3 minutes. Take your time on this. Now, unfortunately, the trap was fired. We've got to take away your 4-star prize, but we've replaced it with a 3-star prize, which is a black and white TV, all right? You've always got something to play for in this game. Think about this side. You've got plenty of time. Let's go for it. Right, this first one is a puzzle. Now, let me play it to you. You've got to move these circles from this square down to that square, all right? From one end to the other. You can move one at a time, but you can't put a bigger one on top of a smaller one, OK? Sort that one out. Go for it. Go on. Go on. Yeah, that's right. Put that one there. Now, what are you going to do? No. You can only move them one at a time. That's right. That's right. Go on. You're almost there. No, it's got to go right down to the end there. So, how are you going to do this one? Don't forget, you can't put a bigger one on top of a smaller one. Oh, go on, you're nearly there. Let's see if I can help you. That's right, move the red one there. Put the yellow one on top of the red one. That's right, move the blue one down. What are you going to do? Put the yellow one. Put the yellow one there. Put that one there. Yellow one, top of the one, right, over the netting. Well done. Come on, you did brilliant there. Right, now this is a fairly simple one here. Either you can remind me of something that you remembered from the tray earlier, or you can answer a question. What do you want to do? Do you want to what?
Remember.
All right, go on, what was
Shell.
it? Shell is correct, move on, right. What you're going to do is you've got to get 9 balls into there, all right? Give it a go. Go on, cheer him on. 2. No, 3. No, 3, you can do better than that. Come on, get him in. 4, 5, 6. You do, 7, 8. One more. Yeah, onto timeout square. Come on, over to here, stop the clock. Well done, absolutely brilliant. You had loads of time on the end there. You did absolutely brilliant. And with that, you have won this fantastic hedgehog game and gazza game. But now it's the most important part of the game for you, all right? You've got your 3-star prize to play for. It's a black and white telly. But now it's time to enter the trap. Come with me. Come over to here. Onto your mark. All right. Very important for you. It's quite easy. What you've got to do is you've got to answer 3 questions, all right? You're playing for a 3-star prize here. It's a black and white TV. You've got to answer those questions in the time it takes a trap to fire, the ball to travel around, and the cage to fall. I can stop the trap with this lever. All right. Are you ready? It's for a black and white telly. Fire the trap! Who made the characters Stavros and Loads of Money famous?
Harry Enfield.
Harry Enfield is correct, that's 1. What would you be eating if you were served Bombay duck?
Indian tandoori food.
What kind of food? What specific?
Chicken eat.
It's not chicken, it's fish. Where do the TV characters Pauline and Arthur Fowler live?
EastEnders.
Yeah, but what?
Albert Square.
Albert Square, that's 2. Who kissed the girls and made them cry?
Georgie Porgy.
Georgie Porgy, stop it! Yes! You got the bars in time, you stopped the cage. That means you win the black and white telly! Have you had a good time?
Yeah, brilliant.
Well, I hope you've had a good time too. We'll be seeing you again next week for another fantastic game of... Thank you very much. Goodbye. Come down here.
More Mousetrap, of course, next week. And what Steve doesn't know is that it's only a balsa wood chair, look, so don't go hitting your mates with a chair because it won't do them any good at all. I can't break this, but it broke over Steve's back. It's because I'm not in the slightest bit butch in any way, shape, manner or form. Have you got your calculator ready that I asked you to have at the beginning of the programme? I hope so, because you will need it for this. The Japan Festival is taking place all over the United Kingdom at the moment, and as part of that Japan Festival, Mrs. Makaria, yes, and Mr. Kozi Suzuki have joined us. Welcome to Motormouth. Why are you here? So what are you doing as part of the
reason
festival?
why I'm here to introduce the Japanese abacus called the soroban to the England.
This is the soroban. Quick demonstration of how it's used.
All right, sounds like 9,210,547,295 and 5,721,000 and 172,563.
Is?
Answer is 14,931,719,858.
Incredible. Quite incredible. And you would never get that on your calculator, would you? All right, you have your calculator at home. Neil's got a calculator here, and we've got some mates in the studio who've got calculators as well. Let's do some mental arithmetic on the board,
yes,
if we can.
After we practice soroban, we can visualize the soroban's beats in our head.
See, if you want to get good at mental arithmetic, you picture the soroban and the abacus in your head, and this is how good you can get. OK, 2-figure numbers I need, just 2-figure numbers, but make them sort of, you know, above 12. We all know how 12 times 10, but 2-figure number. 86. At the back there in the red jumper. 74. Back in the pink T-shirt. 22 at the front here. 24. 26. 19. Young lady there.
OK, I got it.
Oh, we've got them. OK, that's enough. Right, Neil, you try and do these calculations as well before Mr. Suzuki. Well, he's done one. 74 times 26 is apparently 1,924, and 22 times 19 is 418. Stop. Have you done them yet?
The first one's definitely right. Yes, I have.
You've done the first one, yeah, but this one,
twice.
the time you took the first one on the calculator, you've done all 3, which is quite incredible. You want to try these at home as well. Now, watch this. Addition. 9 digits, please, I'll need from you. So just call out the first digit that comes into your head, young man there. Any digit. 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 7, 20. I'll put one in. 4.
One more.
At the back there? 3. Okay, that's a 9-digit number.
Maybe 7 digits?
A 7-digit number. We're going to add these all together. What, the digit? Any digit? 2. Neil, a digit? 3. Rag, a digit? 4. Jane? 5. Camera 2? 7. And camera 3?
9, 7.
7? Put another 7 on there.
Okay,
one more 7, right, and one more digit. One more
8 digits.
One, right, the last lot, 8 digits. Steve? 6. Wayne? 5. Sandra? 4. At the back with the long hair? 9. Anybody else?
7.
2. Jane? 7. Last thing, the last 3 in. 3, 1, 4. Right, add them up, Neil. Go. Get your calculators going at home. Okay, that's 1, 2. That's apparently that's what the answer is. Apparently. Well, there's no way I'm going to add that up, but you can always check this by just doing the last column here. If we do 7 and 3 is 10 and 4 will be 14, so if that's columns right, I would assume that all the other numbers are
run out.
That's absolutely incredible. Incredible. Fabulous. Brilliant. So we need to picture the soroban in our head to say how it's done. How do we use a soroban, Mrs. McCarthy?
Yes. So, this shows 0.
Yeah.
Yes, and unit point 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4.
Fine.
And this is 5 on its own, like 5p coin.
Yes.
6, 7, 8, 9. And when number becomes 10, you write 1 and naught.
So 1, no, that's 10, right?
Yes.
11. Presumably 2 tens and 2 units, 22.
That's right.
33. 44. 444. 4,444. Okay, take away 20.
Take 20. Here.
Yeah. Well, add 3, but there are no more to add on the end.
No, instead of 3, add 5. But what shall we do?
So if you add 5, take away 2, presumably.
That's right.
Which leaves 4,425, 6, 7, yes?
That's right.
Yeah. See, I've got it. But if we take a look at a picture of Japan in the 18th century, that's a youngster. They're using the soroban there. Is that not an outdated piece of equipment now? I mean, we've got technology, we've got computers, we've got calculators. Isn't it out of date, Mr. Suzuki?
Well, it's probably oldest calculating tool in our history. However, it's still good today, and especially good for children to develop their basic number concept, such as a place value and the base thing, as she showed the big soroban.
Terrific.
And there are many sorobans. For instance, Russian soroban.
That's the Russian soroban. The best one, I think,
the Chinese one.
Yeah.
And the American soroban.
And this is the one that they make that in Japan, don't
Electric
they?
company made calculator with soroban. We call it Sorocalc.
Sorocalc. don't see many of those in English schools, do you? Before the computer was invented, company accounts used to be done on sorobans in Japan, and Mrs. McCarrier used to be a company accountant, didn't you? Just watch. Go on.
Bunch of invoices.
Bunch of invoices. Now watch how fast this lady adds up these numbers.
81,369,258, 149, 30,274, 137. Yes.
What's the total so far?
104,478.
There's no way you could do that on a calculator. That's quite incredible. This has been. I know you've been showing this to English school children all over the country. How are they taking to it?
Yes, they like it.
They like it. Doing very well. I think we've got somebody down there with a soroban,
Yes.
so we'll set you a quick puzzle and see how you do.
4,252.
Yeah.
Add 5,225.
What's the answer?
Helen?
9,477.
That's right.
That's absolutely right. Well done. Brilliant. Don't get a calculator. Get yourself a soroban. Thank you very much indeed for coming in. Thank you. Nice to talk to you.
Thank
And my father, the maths teacher, will probably encourage me to get one of these as well. Cheers.
Thank you.
Yeah, next time you're on Children in Need, let me know and I'll give you a few tips on dancing.
I need a few tips on dancing.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Max.
That's all right.
Anyway, your entry form.
Oh, right.
Don't
brilliant.
forget to fill it in.
No, I'll fill it in very carefully.
It's very important.
All right, then. Oh, Terry,
Okay.
listen, you haven't got any influence with the judges, have you?
Influence for the judges?
Yeah.
For you, mate, I'll fix it. No, I won't fix it, but I'll have a word in someone's
Oh, would
ear.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, I just know we're going to win.
You'll win, yeah?
All
Nice
right,
to see
you, Terry.
Ta-da.
See you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye. Speaking of wins,
Max.
Julia.
I don't want to be a prima donna or anything, but I hate the idea of this talent contest and I simply will not do it.
Oh, but Julia, why?
Because I dance more like Ted Rogers than Ginger. My authority will be completely undermined when Paul and Millie find out. And besides, now that you've ripped my dress, I've got nothing to wear.
Look, Juliet, look, I'll get you a new frock, I promise.
It's too late, Max.
Oh, Juliet, please,
No.
look. But, Juliet, think of the mountains and the lakes.
No.
What, Beatrix Potter and Wordsworth?
No.
Pencil Museum?
does sound tempting.
One more try.
Paul, this isn't one of your better ideas. If Juliet catches her, we're going to be mincemeat.
Hold still, I gotta do the lines on your mouth. Now listen, you were the one that trashed Mr. Zippy, and I've got to win that first prize. So just cooperate. There, you look great.
Paul, nobody in the right
And now
mind is going to...
when you talk, can you move your mouth sort of straight up and down like that?
Paul, nobody in the right mind is going to believe I'm a gully. And besides that, I'm petrified about going on stage.
It's okay, all you have to do is sit there and I'll do the rest. And if we win a prize, I'll split it with you. 70-30.
50-50.
60-40.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Max. Yes, you're probably wondering, it's just a dummy that Mr. Patton left behind. I'm going to package it up and post it off to him.
I'm looking for a ball gown.
A what?
Oh, I said, Paul, sit down.
I am not going to be packaged and posted off to anywhere.
I didn't mean that. Millie, come back here.
Two.
Hi.
Hi.
It's just a dummy that the ventriloquist left behind, and I'm just going to send it off to him.
Really?
Yeah.
It's very interesting, Paul. It looks incredibly lifelike.
I know, they're amazing, these dummies, aren't they?
Show me.
Tell you what.
Show me how it works.
Oh, okay. Yes, this is one of the Mark III models. You just get your hand way up inside, and then you get the head pops up like this, and then the mouth moves up and down, and you just sort of talk. Hi, Juliet, send me back to Mr. Hatton, like that, you see? And the eyes move on this one, and the head moves, and other way, and the ears wiggle, but I think it's broken.
Really? That's very...
Just went through.
Oh, Andy, yes? I'll show you out. Would you like to come with me? I'll be back for another demonstration in a minute.
Bye.
This way, please. This way.
I am not doing this any longer. That's it, Paul. I've had enough.
Right, who left this in the corridor? Is this something to do with you?
No, well...
Yeah?
Isn't Millie anywhere?
Well, she... Oh, no.
Oh, that's such a shame. You'll never guess who just came to the front door asking for her personally.
Who?
Jason Donovan.
Oh, she loves him?
Yes, she does.
Oh, and guess who is wandering around out there with a piece of early Christmas mistletoe?
No idea.
Andy Crane.
She loves him too.
Oh, yes, well, I'll just get the dummy in the case now, so thanks. You guys can take
I
off.
think you need a hand, Paul, because it's such a small, stuffy case.
Oh, no, that's all right.
Very claustrophobic.
It's incredible how the dummy stiffens up when you try and pack it away.
Amazing.
All right, guys, I've got a confession to make. The dummy's actually Millie, and I dressed her up.
Okay, you can let me out now.
That is incredible.
He's been practicing, isn't he?
No, I just want to win the talent contest, and I dressed Millie up as the dummy.
Go on, do the voice again.
Come on now, please.
You have real talent,
Come down
Paul.
his nose.
Look, if that is Millie in there, and I leave the room, she'll keep on talking, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
What did Jason say?
Nothing.
You stupid girl.
Behind the sofa, quick.
There. What did I tell you?
Nothing. She said nothing.
No, I think she's...
Millie?
Sadly...
No, Millie, you can start talking now. It's okay. Millie, I'm sorry about dressing up as a dummy. Millie, are you all right? Hi, Millie.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Millie Bates, and this is Little Paul. Little Paul's been a very naughty boy today, and he's going to say sorry to everybody, especially his best friend Millie. Say sorry, Little Paul. Sorry, every goggy.
Welcome back to Motormouth. Here is a very quick clue as to what's coming on in the new year. No, it's not Vera Duckworth. It's the Turtles.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. The movie is out on video next week, and in this clip we can see the Turtles looking for the last canister of the famous ooze currently in possession of the bad guys.
As Andy said, the video will be out in the shops next week. Also, in your video shops, this sticker. And this sticker will allow you to claim your turtley-free poster.
Totally free, stuck in my head here, you'll get this free, and there's a competition at the bottom, and if you're lucky, if you get that right, you could come into the studio and meet the Turtles and me, if I'm still here.
Probably not.
Nah.
I just feel so stupid letting Paul talk me into being his dummy.
Yes, well, he was manipulating you, Millie, in more ways than one.
I mean, can you imagine how embarrassed I'd have been up on the stage doing the act with you and Max on the front row?
Not as embarrassed as I would have been up on the stage with Max with you and Paul in the front row.
What?
Yes, well, me and Max dancing.
What?
Cheek to cheek.
You're not going to, are you?
I certainly am not.
Oh, good. I mean, good, because you can come with me to the talent show, we can support Terry's cause and sit together.
Exactly, and now we've got all that sorted out, we can relax in the thought that nobody's up on the stage that we know making complete fools of themselves.
That's it, we can be where we belong, on the right side of the curtains.
Exactly.
Good.
Okay, after 4, 3, 4. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak.
Portable video cameras. They've become more and more popular. Every home's got one, or if you haven't got one in your home, I'm sure you know somebody who has. We call them DIY television here because now everybody can be a cameraman, a presenter, or even a director. And as a result of that popularity, of course, there have been many competitions for amateur filmmakers, one of which has become so successful that it's been recognised by the Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme as part of the skills section, and so much so that His Royal Highness Prince Edward presented the award to the recent winners of the competition, who join us now, Mark Hicks and Philip Hamblin. Welcome to Motormouth. Thank you. I know you were at a posh West End party recently to receive your award, and we'll see some pictures of that in a second. But tell me how you actually got to the stage of winning the award. What's the process you went through, Mark?
Well, first we got the entry form off our headmaster, and we had to draw a storyboard up. Once we sent that away, they said the storyboard was excellent, and they wanted us to make the film. We made the film when there was 80 across the country, and we submitted that. Then there were eight finalists from across the country who went to the dinner on Friday.
And there you are having the posh lunch as you were eating your way. How many people are in your team, Philip, to make
There's
the film?
5 people in our team altogether. We all chipped in with the editing, but he was the director.
He was the director,
I come
and
in with the
here you
music.
are receiving your award. Oh, there you are, look, going up to receive the award from His Royal Highness. Your knees must have been going at that point.
Yeah,
That's a pretty spectacular-looking trophy. It's not something that you want to drop, really, is it? You're going to be very careful with that. How long is the film, Mark?
The film's 10 minutes long, which was the maximum, and it did take quite a time to edit it down to get in the 10 minutes.
Right, and what's the basic storyline? What happens?
The basic storyline is 3 boys keep truanting on our school. The class creep finds out about this and start to blackmail them so that, you know, they eat grass on them. To get our own back, we make him go into a Dillon shop and steal a box of chocolates.
Right.
And so, therefore, if he tells on us, we're telling him.
Seems like a reasonable time to take a look at a clip from the film. Just tell us exactly what's happening in this scene. It'll be up in a second. They'll just play this in from behind us. There we go. What's happening here?
Well, we're making, as I said before, we're making Philip go into the shop to steal a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
He goes and picks them off the shelf. And then when he runs out, we follow him, pin him up against the wall, and tell him that he's one of us now, and he can't tell on us.
I see, so you leg it round the corner there. This is very well shot, I have to say. I'm incredibly impressed. And there's Philip acting a bit. And you, Mark?
Yeah.
And our clothes. You can't grass on us now, can you? You're one of us.
Was he difficult to work with as a director?
He was terrible to work with as a director. But
they are tough, I have to tell you.
Yeah, we're thanking him now, but he did push us around and the staff around, but he got us through.
And how about your stars? Were they prima donnas, Mark? Did they misbehave? Did they throw tantrums like Johnson?
We had a couple, you know, they didn't like coming in their own time, you know. I kept ringing them up and forcing them to come in, and that caused friction between them and arguments and...
But you'd do it all again, yeah?
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah, definitely.
Terrific. Well, if you enter the competition again, good luck. Congratulations on winning it this year. If you want to get involved, entry forms will probably be sent to your school, so just ask your headmaster, your head of drama, or your head of English. Guys, many congratulations once again. Thanks a lot, which brings us to the end of our
Swiftly, Andy.
fiasco for this week.
All the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh.
Yes, we'll do the Phantom Plugs in a few weeks' time. Tell us what's on the Disney Club tomorrow morning.
Yes, tomorrow morning, 9:25 on the Disney Club, we have a terrific look at, a brief look at some dinosaurs.
Oh,
yes,
terrific
marvellous.
and brief.
Terrific and brief.
What else
Yes,
is on?
and I'm off to Euro Disney to play a little bit of golf with Goofy.
And the music tomorrow is from the Rebel Pebbles, so we'll see you then.
Brilliant. Are an excellent rock band. They were supporting Chesney Hawkes on his tour recently.
Yeah, excellent.
Musically, on our programme next week, live at 9:25, our music comes from Right Said Fred. They'll be here performing their new single.
Too sexy for this. You're live.
Beetlejuice is back.
Weekly live.
Beetlejuice and Scooby-Doo.
Yo, Gabby's impressions.
I'm not doing any impressions of Scooby-Doo, thank you. No way. We're also just perfect for this time of year. We've got a spot of beach volleyball in the studio.
Well useful, that is. And of course, we've got Mousetrap with me on it.
But we'll leave you for this week with Julian Lennon, his brand new single called Help Yourself, and we'll see you next week when I Can Speak. See you then.
Bye. Sharp ship to ground control. We're taking off with top movie hotshots getting bowled over by a night out that'll knock you for 6 and getting physical at an all-American fitness centre. Over and out.
Dinosaurs on ITV.
Your father's been challenged to a fight to the death.
What?
Daddy? Gary!
So who is this mystery challenger?
Well, this is a suck. Congratulations, you're a widow.
Maybe a guy your size could beat a rampaging 50-foot Dilophosaurus.
Earl isn't so sure on Sunday. Then it's the show for animal lovers. Desmond Morris and Sarah Kennedy's Animal Country on Sunday at 6. The all-hit video ITV chart show is coming up after the break.
Tonight on ITV, make sure the coast is clear for new Baywatch when a visitor to paradise wreaks a little havoc.
Don't worry, we'll find your owner.
Problems of a different kind for Eddie and Shawnee.
Just want to let you know I won't be going back to headquarters tonight.
Why not?
Got plans.
Me too.
Doesn't matter. See you later.
Catch up with new Baywatch at 5:55 tonight. It's more than just a day at the beach.
That Man of Steel Superman will be flying into action at 12:30. But first, in Nikam Stereo, we've the best sounds around on video in the ITV chart show.